Peace and light, family. I hope that y'all are well. So I wanted to do this video about lessons I've learned since I have started freeforming my hair. So if you do not know, if you're new to my channel, welcome first off. But I have been freeforming for 5.5 years now. I started back in June of 2014. It is now February 29th, the leap year, February 29th, 2020. So it's been about 5.5 years since I started freeforming. I started from bald and I am here today. I am about lower back length. I'll insert a picture somewhere, or like, matter of fact, I have like a 5.5 year lockversary video where you can see the length of my hair and the journey and everything, but I'm about lower back length now, which is surprising. Like, I didn't even realize that I was lower back length until I was doing the 5.5 year lockversary video, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I had reached back and I could like touch my hair from behind and all. I was like, all right, like we grew. So that is like a shock in my journey. I didn't realize that I would be there so fast, but I did a previous video on tips and tricks to grow your hair long and strong very quickly. So check that video out if you are curious on like how I maintain my locks and things that I've done to grow my locks to where they are now. My locks are definitely like a major part of who I am and how I express who I am. I love freeforming. It's hands down the best decision, the best hair decision that I've ever made. And I've had all kind of hairstyles. I've been loose natural, I've been permed, I've had a low cut, I've had a fade, I've been bald. I've done it all. And honestly, freeforming is the best decision that I've made when it comes to my hair. I love the freedom of it, of course. And I just really enjoyed the journey. So these are just a few lessons that I've learned along my journey. I hope they are helpful, and if you are considering freeforming your hair, please understand that the journey is worth it. So the biggest lesson that I've learned on my journey is patience. Just really truly being patient, because everyone who has locks, whether they are cultivated or freeform, you know that it takes a certain level of patience in order to get to the 1 year mark, 2 year mark, past the 3 month mark. Like, it takes a certain amount of patience, and a lot of it is because, you know, oftentimes we set goals with the end goal in mind. So even like when you start your locks, oftentimes we have an idea of what we want them to look like, how long we want them to be, but really it's a game of patience and taking your time and understanding that, especially when freeforming, things will happen when they are meant to happen. So we have to kind of release control, right? And just really like truly be patient on the journey. Be patient with our hair, be patient with ourselves especially. So patience has been a huge lesson. Another lesson that I've learned is that people will judge, and people do judge. I have been judged on my locks. When I first started my journey, once again, I started from bald. So in those first like 0 to 6 months, there was a lot of questions. There was a lot of like, what are you doing with your hair? What's happening? I remember like my hair having certain areas that was just like not locked, and certain areas that were like kinked up and like a twist sticking out here. And then for loose natural hair, it was just like looking crazy really. And I remember people like coming up and wanting to touch my hair, like, well, what are you doing? Like, what's the goal? Why are you doing this? And having a lot of questions. I noticed that I was treated very differently throughout various stages of my locks. Now that my locks are long, I definitely get a much more positive response to my locks. I get like a lot of love, a lot of questions in a positive way. But when I was in those early stages, there was not a lot of love. There was a lot of negative comments. There were a lot of questions with negative intentions. People would say things to make me, I could tell it was with the intention to make me want to doubt myself and doubt my decision, but I never let that get in the way, because I had a goal in mind and I knew what my intentions were, and I knew that this journey was for me and not for anyone else. But I was definitely treated differently by a lot of people, friends, family, strangers. I just was treated differently. So from that, I learned that people are going to judge you no matter what, you know, no matter what's happening. People will have their opinion. People will say certain things to try to make you feel a certain way. But the biggest lesson is, and this moves to the next lesson, which is you have to be confident, have a natural confidence about yourself. Freeform locking is a journey of building natural confidence, because as you face the opposition, as you face those negative opinions and that negative judgment, you have to be strong strong and stand firm in your feeling and in your goal and in who you are, and just know for sure who you are, right? So you kind of start to build a deeper understanding of self and a deeper natural confidence about yourself. Because when you got people telling you like, oh, you are bugging out, oh, that's not cute, so on and so forth, you have no choice but to be confident and say, you know what, no, I know what I want to do, I know what I'm doing, and this is what works for me. So build that natural confidence. I have another video that I did, and I refer to my journey as a revolutionary beauty. With freeform locking, it's a revolutionary beauty. We are breaking all beauty standards when we choose to freeform lock. You're breaking what your hair should, the standard of what your hair should look like, how long it should be, short it should be, the texture of hair and how it should present. And you are allowing your hair to be exactly what it is. So it is truly a revolutionary beauty. You are carving your own path, because there is no set of locks that will look like yours. So you are truly carving your own path when you choose to freeform. And when you are doing that, you have to stand strong and stand firm and be naturally confident, right? Another lesson that I definitely learned from the patience, from the natural confidence, from the fact that people will judge, it all led me to understanding the value of just letting things be. Letting things be. When you are freeform locking your hair, oftentimes, once again, we have that goal of what we may want our hair to look like and the length we want it to be. But honestly, you just have to let it be. And that journey started with my hair, just letting it be. The idea of allowing my hair to freely form is allowing it to just be exactly what it is and exactly how it's meant to be, without having to control its course. If you are truly freeform, you are not cultivating your hair, you're not controlling the length and the size and all of that. My locks are all different sizes. I have some skinnier locks, I have some thicker locks, I have some medium ones, I have some two-headed dragons like this one. I have roots and everything, loose roots. I have loose flyaways and fairy knots and all kind of stuff. You'll see in the front I have like a lot of flyaway hair and stuff like that, and it's all just a part of the journey. I learned a long time ago to release control of trying to guide everything, and it started with my hair. Like, oftentimes we set goals and we want to guide everything and control everything until we get to that goal, right? But really, it's about putting the intention out there, putting the goal out there, and allowing the journey to manifest the goal as it should be. And when you are freeforming your hair, yes, you may have a desired length, yes, you may have a desired look, but the beauty of freeforming is learning to release what you do, the tactics that you use to control how you will get to that end goal. So you're not cultivating it, you're not controlling or manipulating, you are just allowing it to be. And that energy will start to travel through other areas of your life. So when you set goals at work, when you set goals in your personal life, when you set any financial goals, you tend to kind of just naturally start to release control, right? So just allowing things to be exactly what they are. Now, the last goal that I wanted to discuss, I wrote them down, so I have them in my phone. The last goal I wanted to discuss was just really like, so when I talked about natural confidence, right, understanding that, we allow things to be what they are, but really just understanding that we are naturally beautiful, right? It's a revolutionary beauty. So, and when I say we are naturally beautiful, it's beyond just like freeforming your hair. It's beyond like whether you wear makeup or not makeup. Because I'm not a person who is anti-makeup. I'm not anti-weave. I'm not anti-anything that is not hurtful or harmful to anyone else. You have the freedom to choose to do what you do and manifest how you manifest. But honestly, like, freeforming has taught me that we are our most beautiful when we are just naturally ourselves, internally and externally. So you don't need anything. You were created gorgeous, right? And you start to see yourself more that way, and then you really start to see others that way. Like, I enjoy watching people in their natural essence, being naturally beautiful, how they are naturally comfortable, right? I don't need to see women in makeup with the perfect hair in order to feel that they are beautiful. I love to see women with beautiful natural faces, with their beautiful natural hair. I don't need to see a man with a fresh cut and the best outfit on to see the beauty in him. You know, I like to see a man manifest how he naturally is in his natural essence, because that is when we are most beautiful, when we are in our natural essence. So if you choose to spruce up and prep up and add anything, just understand that it's just an addition to your beauty. It's not your beauty, it's just an addition, it's an accessory to your beauty. But we are all just naturally beautiful how we are created. And the journey of freeforming has taught me to embrace my natural beauty, how I was created, and really truly see the natural beauty in others. See beyond the makeup and beyond the perfect hair and the fresh cut and all of that other stuff, and just really see the beauty of people being exactly who they are and how they are. So those are just the lessons that I've learned from freeforming. Let me know what lessons that you have learned from your lock journey. If you're on a lock journey or a natural hair journey or whatever, there are lessons in everything. But if you are considering locking your hair, I definitely recommend that you do it. If you are questioning whether or not it's for you, I'm telling you it's for you. So don't question it any longer. Freeforming is for everybody. I don't care where you're from, what you do. You can freeform, you can be professional, you can have any career you want, and just understand that it's a journey of a revolutionary beauty, and you are beautiful. Peace and light, family. I wish you wellness. I wish you love. I wish you much knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Much peace, family. Peace, y'all.